Day 18 didn't work in the Madvent, but there is a new Grinch game, and oh, well, we started playing the Grinch, so we should do the Grinch, why not? Like, oh boy.
The most Christmassy thing of the series, I'm sure.
I mean, I don't know what to expect. It's free on Game Pass, so thank you very much. I don't know what to expect from this. It might be okay. It might not be okay. We'll see.
I'm sure they're fine.
Yeah.
Every Who down in Whoville liked Christmas a lot.
That is a waste of so much paper on these pages. Look, it's the smallest art
you're right.
and tiny
you're
amount
right.
of text.
But the Grinch,
That's more
who
like
lived
it,
just
okay.
north of Whoville, did not. The Grinch hated Christmas, the whole Christmas season. Now, please don't ask why. No one quite knows the reason. It could be his
I'm
head
enjoying
wasn't
this just
screwed on
chill
right.
jazz as we
could be
hear about the Grinch's depression.
It's lovely.
But I think that the most likely reason of all may have been that his heart was 2 sizes too
No, it
small.
wasn't that sad.
Excellent. Well, let's go. Let's see. Oh my gosh.
'Tis the season of cheer. Christmas is looming, but the Grinch isn't happy. In fact, he is fuming. With a hatred so deep that he just can't conceal it. To cancel this Christmas, old Grinchy will steal it.
Gee.
To get into town,
I'm loving
make
the
it
facial
distance,
expressions.
You'll need to find Max.
Certainly
You'll need
something.
his
It's
assistance.
so weird that like the Grinch is still incredibly popular.
I know,
Slither
right?
and Slink, with a smile most
Oh my gosh.
unpleasant.
This
To
is kinda
earn
cool.
more
I've-
rewards, collect every present.
Okay, but I also found a jigsaw piece.
More hot than a chimney.
Perfect.
More sweet than a nuzzle. It looks like you found Grinch a piece of a puzzle.
Is it that hot?
Collect all the pieces to unlock
Oh,
more
it's
skills.
scalding.
With brand new abilities come brand new thrills.
Okay, great, done.
Perfect.
I seemingly cannot jump, but that's fine. I don't need to. I can move. I can run. I can collect all the things. I'm a big old bag of fun. Let's go.
A big old bag of fun.
In
Oh,
order
now
to
I can
make
jump.
his
Woo.
way into the town, old Grinchy needs Max to make the trek down.
Oh my god, I can jump over obstacles. Isn't that incredible?
Let's go.
It is incredible. The Grinch can do anything. He can even jump. Oh my god, that animation's kind of awesome.
Well done.
He's a supreme overlord.
Let's go.
It's definitely changed a bit since the last time we were in Grinchy Land, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah, there's a big spider now.
You can either
Before
avoid
there used to
them
be a
or
kid going,
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Can I jump over? Yeah, I can. Good. I might have even been able to jump on, but
Look
I
around.
forgot to do that.
Ooh.
Seems ridiculous. Jumping on a spider. Who's ever
That
done
is
that?
Do you have arachnophobia?
Nah, I mean, I don't like
No? Okay.
spiders. I prefer
know
they're
why I
not
thought you did.
around, but, you know.
Maybe maybe you have like arachnophobia energy. You give
Yeah,
up somebody.
yeah, I do. You're right.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
That jiggly ball is so big
But it's okay, I give up
crush.
the vibe of someone who eats glue, I think, so we're probably probably
Max
even.
into mush.
That makes a lot of sense. Wow.
Yeah,
all
see, exactly.
these years.
All these years I've just been high on chewing glue, chewing wads of glue.
We talking about liquid or Crit Stick?
Max is nearby, and Grinchy can feel
I
it.
think probably
His
liquid.
tail
I think I'd
wags
probably be the one
reveal
to
him.
take
He
like,
just can't conceal
you know,
it.
sort of, I don't want to put this on the internet, but swallows of it, I guess.
Yeah. The Grinch
Yeah.
died, by the way.
This is giving me Bubsy 3D.
Fun.
No, not 3D. Sorry, my apologies. What was the newest one?
The 2D ones.
Only World. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're yeah. Like I see what you mean.
Max must
You know
be
there is
alive.
actually a newer one
Stick to the
called
trail.
Bubsy 4D,
You
right?
can follow the sound of
Oh,
the wa-
you don't gotta tell me these things. You don't gotta update
No,
me.
no, no,
on
no, no.
Bubsy.
Dude, this is made by someone who's actually good at making 3D platformers. I've played the
Are you
demo.
kidding
It's
me?
legitimately really good.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
After searching
Oh my god.
Oh my god, Max looks horrible. Why?
He does look
Finally,
actually
Grinch
horrible,
has
yeah.
found
That's
cute
all
little
great.
Max.
Why does he
That's
look
not
more
cute.
terrifying than some of the stuff in the Madvent games?
Reunited with Max.
Yeah, this is,
Grinch
like,
having
new,
more
right?
brave.
It came out.
Together, the
Yeah,
two
this year I
trek
think.
through
Yeah.
the cave.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, it's the kind of game where I wouldn't buy it, but it is on Game Pass for free, so you know, hooray.
Straight to TV movie kind of a game.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, the person who made Demon Turf and Demon Tide, which is an awesome 3D platformer, they're making Bubsy 4D and it's really good. I genuinely try it out. It's worth giving it a go.
Holy fuck, that's crazy. Well, are we revisiting it or what? Are we doing a versus?
I'm certainly playing Bubsy 4D. It's
Let's
a good
go.
time.
There's a switch to unlock.
Well, I'm happy
Right.
to hear that. Oh, there you go. Nice. Unlock the door.
Oh, you can speed up. That's great.
Oh, amazing.
Okay, honestly, that's pretty great. You know what? I respect it.
To the point of it being incoherent.
Yeah, I respect it.
Perfect.
Nice.
There
The
you go.
thing is, I like this sort of to a point, but I miss the charm of the PS1 game. Like little things like the Grinch going "Go, Max!" like stuff like that. It's just you lose that here.
You miss out on it. Yeah, exactly.
Keep going, old Grinch.
There was
You
a
got
charm to it.
Christmas to take.
Like the
I have a
PS1 game
question.
had its issues, sure, but
Certainly, yeah.
it was a good game-ish, sort of.
Were you able to get past the junkyard or sewer section?
No,
There
the
was an area where
junkyard
there
was
stuff you
hard,
could go
yeah.
through or something, yeah.
Yeah, it had that
Help you reach the ledge.
it had that. Oh, I jumped on top of a creature and I got an achievement.
A cave
Yeah,
full
it
of
had
secrets, crannies and nooks.
the
You'll find hidden
like the
places.
bombs, the
Just
mines
need
on the
to
floor,
look.
and we couldn't get past it.
But let's be fucking honest, back when games were like fucking impossible. Like I remember, like when I first started playing video games and stuff, like for whatever reason, like I wanted to go back to the beginning of stuff. Like if there were like for The Witcher, for example, The Witcher 3, or I think The Witcher 3 probably did come out like maybe a few years after I started playing games. So I think probably. But I didn't want to play the newest one until I played the ones that came before. Like
Right,
that was just the way that it was. Because I knew for me, it's like in order to get the full impact of like what that is, it's always better to do the first iteration, especially story stuff too, right? Like with BioShock, I think BioShock came out in like what was it, like 2011 or something? When did BioShock come out? Was it earlier than that?
Oh, it might have been earlier.
Release date.
Come back
Let's
to
see, it
the
must have been
party.
earlier. 2006. I was gonna say fucking 2006, but I didn't want to sound like an
8?
idiot,
No,
so I
I
rounded it up to
think-
Skyrim.
Yeah, no, but I think 8 is a solid shout.
Yeah, but anyway, so because Infinite was at when because again I think I started playing it in probably 2011 or something, probably.
Yeah.
So, but it was just important for me to play the first thing. So in that though, it was understanding that like I started playing like Crash and shit. Like it was one of my first games, and that shit was fucking hard, man.
Yeah.
Like PlayStation
Yeah,
1
Crash
and
Bandicoot's
early
hard.
didn't mess around, and it even took the NES stuff as well, like impossible. And you learn about like how like game books and stuff, like cheat books were a thing because you had no idea how the hell to do anything.
Yeah.
Like it was so difficult. And 100% in Crash and shit too. I mean, I'm sure you've done it, but I still
have,
probably couldn't
yeah.
do it to this day.
I have done it
It's just
many times.
yeah. So you're a professional, but for me, man, I've never been the best at.
Oh, I collected all the
Gaming.
presents! And I collected all the
Yo.
puzzle pieces. I did amazing. Oh my god.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. You
But-
should be.
Yeah, but there was a charm though to old school games. But basically, what I wanted to ask you though was, out of all of the retro consoles or whatever the fuck, what to you holds like the most nostalgia? Because for me, weirdly, would be the PlayStation 3 or the PlayStation 2, not the PS2. We fuck that thing. No, I'm kidding. But that's probably where it would land for me. Would be one of those.
PS1 or 2, yeah.
Yeah, that's where you'd be.
Yeah.
I think the PlayStation 2, I think I had the console, but it sort of, I kind of missed the window there because
Sure.
a lot of the PlayStation 2 stuff that I played, it was purchased on the PlayStation Store for the PS3 because you could play stuff on there. So I never really had like the PlayStation 2, like the boot up experience, like that whole thing. And for the PlayStation 1, that was. I guess something about it though was just like lovely, like playing Spyro and Crash on that was just like a great experience. But I did kind of miss for whatever reason the PlayStation 2, and I'm not exactly sure why. Because all the Jack and Daxter games, that was PlayStation 2, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was PS2.
Yeah, but I played that again. Though. That's the fucking thing. I played that on the I'm sorry that I'm talking over all the stuff. That's the
Oh, I
problem.
do not care.
Okay, but I was playing. I played all that on the collection, which was on the PlayStation 3.
Right,
So
yeah,
the big PlayStation 2 classics, they all got bundled, like the Ratchet and Clank stuff too.
Yeah.
That all ended up on the 3. So I think that's probably why I missed that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That kind of that window, yeah. Which is a bit too bad. There was one Crash game that I did play on PlayStation 2, which gave me fucking hell. It was, I think it was Twin Sanity. That's the one you play as Cortex and
Yeah,
Crash,
it
right?
sounds great.
It was a great game, but there's one sequence of that game which haunts me to this fucking day, where it's the longest thing between a save that you can do, and you have to go down a hill as Cortex. There's 2 boss battles all before you get another save again. So if you die or whatever, you have to go back and do all of that all over again. And I remember that game.
You're
was
talking
such
about
hell.
the ship where it's entropy.
Yes.
It's the
Yes.
engine, then
Yes.
it's the walrus chase, and
Yes.
then it's entropy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Found it. There it is. And that was just fucking hell to me. That one.
Yeah, it is hard.
That was one
That
of
is
those
actually a
like
genuinely hard
fucking
section.
really, really tough sections. But after that, and before that, it was smooth sailing. That was just like an exponential fucking.
Yeah, it's weird because they just do not
curve.
give you any checkpoint between them.
Yeah.
Like-
are lickety slick.
Like, well,
It
more
was, like,
specifically,
incredible.
if you
Hide from them
you
quick. The Grinch
uh,
hates hug when cookies come
yeah, if you,
searching
like,
to give Grinch a hug.
what's the word?
Hide in the
Like, if you
wardrobe.
run out of all your
snug
lives.
as a bug.
Yeah, and I
Great
totally
job.
did.
Oh yeah, well, understandable. It's a hard section.
Come out.
Yeah, it was very,
Great
very
job
tricky.
hiding the Grinch. Oh my god, I hate it. Why did his eyes become the cupboard? I didn't care. Yeah, this game's alright. It is fine.
It's perfect.
It
Well,
is-
at
it
least you're getting
exists.
for free, fortunately.
Yes. Yeah, it's very tutorializing, where it doesn't always need to be. I guess it is supposed to be like a really kids game, you know.
Yeah, that's fair.
But
Holy fuck, that puts it into perspective. That Oblivion came out the same year that, or a year before, BioShock did. That's crazy.
yeah,
Sorry, I'm doing a bit of a dive around here. You were never really Did you played Skyrim or not?
yeah,
so
I
much?
played Skyrim. I didn't enjoy Oblivion. I think it was more
Yeah.
because I didn't own it. I saw like friends play it, and it wasn't really my kind of thing. But
Okay.
yeah, I enjoyed Skyrim. I never beat it because I did everything but the main story.
Right, of course, that's how it happened.
Yeah, like that was I don't even know how far I beat the first dragon. I may have even done like one or two missions after that, and then it was just like not doing anything. I'm vibing with the game now. I put a good like 50 to 100 hours in.
Oh yeah.
I put a lot of hours in. I just never beat it because I just got distracted.
I think I did beat the game, but it's always the last thing that I do in these open world games, right? Like I think Skyrim, because that's the thing though. I think when I beat the game, I think that's when I like uninstalled it and I was sort of done with it. I believe. I don't think I really went on to do anything after that, because apparently, according to my Steam thing, I've only played 19 hours of it, so I must have done just the main story. And I know I did the is it the Dark Brotherhood quest? I believe I did in Riften. Or the Thieves Guild, sorry. I did all the Thieves Guild stuff. And then I did, what was it again? I think it was Thieves Guild, and I did some other, one of the big ones, I guess. But I can't remember what the other fucking big one is that you're doing Whiterun or whatever, and you're at the...
No, man.
Oh,
I
gee.
don't remember.
Fair enough. That's fair enough. But yeah, but Skyrim's great, and again, we're eventually gonna get 7 Elder Scrolls, or sorry, 6.
Yeah. One day.
Eventually. I don't know
Maybe.
when.
Will we though? Isn't it crazy though that Oblivion Shadow dropped? Like 2 days before Clair Obscur, and Clair Obscur absolutely destroyed it. Yes.
Dude,
You love
I'm
to
not
see it.
surprised. I'd love to fucking see it. I mean, it's a
Well,
great
the thing is,
game.
it is a surprising though, because like it's one of those things where, like, as a game, Clair Obscur at the time was, you know, well, obscure. Like, people didn't necessarily know about it. And like, it's really cheeky as well, because like, releasing such a big RPG, they could have dropped that at any point, but releasing it as such a big RPG just before Clair Obscur, and it's obviously a game that's going to dominate news because it's an Oblivion remake, is like, what the hell? But, well, it made no difference, because, I mean, Clubscure. My god, my mouse keeps... But just to be clear, I'm not doing this. My mouse keeps moving from one monitor to the other and is now showing up in the video. Just to be clear, I am not moving my mouse in front of things. And I keep not noticing
fair
it.
enough.
So the mouse is in screen for like half this video, and I can only apologize. But I have to state, I am not. My mouse is on the left screen. I bet you it's gonna move to the right at some point. This game likes to move my mouse into the view. But yeah, like Clubscure won 9 awards.
Yeah,
the game
no
was
fucking shit.
crazy.
I mean, it just shows though, right? Like, and I don't know, there probably are a handful of examples of fantastic games that haven't received the recognition they deserve. That's just unfortunately the nature of content, I guess.
Yeah.
But it really is like, I guess it would be an example of if something's just fucking great, it doesn't really matter how the titles that come after it and how the sort of notorious having like Oblivion having these huge fucking names. Like, if the game is fucking good, it's good, man. It doesn't really matter if there's nostalgia attached to other things. And I think that's actually a really exciting thing about I guess just creating shit in general, but even video games too, is like it doesn't really matter at the end of the day how big your studio is. If you have a clear vision of what you want and a solid idea of that thing, and you have faith in that project, and it works out to be fantastic, anything can happen. And it's great to know that. I think as any size studio, it's like there's always going to be a space for this, because gamers are a pretty great base of people to consume and play and try a ton of different stuff. Like, it's not really like you're dealing with a closed-minded scope of people, like, generally, right? Like, people are always looking for new stuff to play and dive into, and if you offer that, it's like, you know, away you go, really, which I just think is pretty exciting.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a great story, like, overall.
Fantastic.
Yeah, like, as I say, like, it does inspire... It inspires the future, and it inspires that mentality of actually, no, just because you're a small studio doesn't mean you won't get recognition or your game can't be seen. And obviously, not every game is going to get recognition. You might be a small studio, you might make something amazing, and you might just be unlucky and it doesn't get the recognition for whatever reason. But it can happen, which is great.
Yeah, no, it's...
Because, like, there is a world in which Clubscure completely fell under the radar. But we don't live in that one, and that's great. So
thank God for that. But it's true, and I don't know. It's just you know what my former art director said to me, because him and my other friend Chris, they're making their own show, and they've been pitching it to Nickelodeon and Disney and stuff, and they spent so much time on this thing. And he was saying that, you know, even like getting your foot in the door and doing all these things, whatever, like, it's pretty incredible once you actually get to these meetings and stuff. Not many people actually follow through with doing this thing. Like, so many people have ideas to do stuff and make games and make movies and do this stuff. So just, even if it isn't the commercial success that you hoped it would be, actually just doing it and having a title or having a movie or anything under your belt is already more than most people will do, because it's a lot of fucking work to do that and to follow through and actually make it happen. So it's very you know, it's I think like that's a bit of like encouragement as well, and like the creative thing is like just making it happen is already huge, because so many people won't do it. So it's really exciting, and I think especially having that mentality of having the follow through and also having a fresh idea, which so many I think we've had this conversation maybe privately, but having a fresh idea, whatever, and not having executives or big companies that also then are worried about marketing things and having to meet certain quotas by the end of the year, having flexibility and freedom with your development pipeline allows these things to just like soar, doesn't it? Because you're not then having to go and say, well, we need to make sure there's an Assassin's Creed title this year because people are expecting it, or a Far Cry, whatever. Sorry, Ubisoft to throw you out of the fucking boat there, but you know what I mean? Like, there isn't sort of an expectation of your company, so you're able to have this freedom, and then it proves that with that flexibility, this is where the sort of the magic happens, really, which is great. So I don't know, it's very inspiring to me. And even before, I know Naughty Dog and stuff was, I guess they were Uncharted before Last of Us, weren't they? So they were already kind of starting to do that.
Yes.
So what I was trying to get at though was that you know, like you have like Last of Us, which is again like one of those one-off things that's very like, I mean, it's like, you know, very solid vision of that thing, and it's like, you know, kind of being able to take like your own like creative liberty with that game as well. Like, it doesn't feel like it's a contrived thing. It took the zombie apocalypse thing and made it like a completely fresh thing. But I guess what I was trying to get at was there any sort of like limitations with Naughty Dog for them to be able to make that game? But again, they were already making Uncharted, so maybe it was already sort of tuned to that sort of a vision, wasn't it, Naughty Dog?
Yeah, I mean,
Being
also
able to
before
make
that
it
would have
like
been Jack Attacks, though. I mean, I know it's a lesser,
Yeah.
lesser thing, but it's still elements of
But that's quite a
the game
different.
within it.
Yeah, it's a bit of a deviation though from that. I guess like to be fair, I guess to their credit though, they did take a pretty big deviation from what they were making though in order to go
Yeah.
that direction, in order to make games like
Yeah, I
Uncharted
mean, it's
and
it's
that,
I mean,
right?
it's just the way the industry went though. They obviously they made with Jack and Daxter, they made Jack 1, which was, you know, 3D platformer, like, and it's, you know, it's a nice game, and it's you know, sort of similar to sort of similar to Crash Bandicoot in terms of, you know,
Use the
platformer,
candy
yeah,
cane
blah blah
lesson.
blah.
Yeah.
But then Grand Theft Auto 3 happened, and overnight the industry shifted, and that's why
Okay,
Jack
so
2
that was
is
it, eh?
Jack 2 is what it is, and then shortly after that, it was like, oh, we don't actually want
Jump from the
platformers.
rope to
We want
Okay, and that
we
shifted the
want-
whole industry.
Uncharted, and we want like the zombies. Now we want guns. Now we want realism. We just like, yeah, that just
Yeah.
changed everything. Ratchet and Clank was in quite a good position in respect, because obviously like that would have had the same effect, but they were in a good position where it was kind of already mature, even though it was all like jokey guns and stuff.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
They didn't have to do any kind of crazy shift, unlike Jack, where it's like, okay, Jack 2 to Jack 1 is so
And
different.
it was
Like-
totally shifted. Yeah.
So yeah, it's just a fascinating like state of the industry. Like, but it's,
Yeah.
like, it's easy to forget that it had such a big impact, but it really did.
Yeah, that's fair. That's totally fair. I guess like that's I guess sort of I mean, it's the same with like anything creative, right? Like everybody has like their tastes of what they like and yada yada yada. So for some people that shift would have been great, and for others it would have been not
Yeah.
really appreciated. But I do think it makes things exciting having change at the end of the day. Like, obviously, the least destructive that change is in regards to people's livelihoods, the better. But when it comes to things that are which should be taken as lightly as entertainment, like, at least in regards to, like, how it affects, like, your life, it shouldn't be all that deep, really. I think it is exciting when things shift up, because it inspires new stuff. And also, too, it gives a value, then, to when we loop back into things that we used to like again, right? It kind of creates the cycle of engagement, I believe. So you don't just end up with the same thing forever, whether you like it or not. I think it like changes in these spaces kind of like inspires, you know, new, and I think new is generally good. At least just to see what's out there and what's going on. And it's the same with why fucking Stardew Valley happened, right? Guys said there hadn't been a Harvest Moon like game in ages, and he was longing for a game like that. So he made the fucking game that he wished he had, right? So I think it sort of fuels the engine of inspiration, which I'm a fan of. So you know. But you're right though. I totally didn't even realize that GTA, of course, would have shaped the way that things went. Because I was never a GTA gamer, really. I didn't play any GTA stuff, so I wasn't even thinking about how that would have changed the landscape there.
Yeah.
But there you
Fair
go.
enough.
GTA, babe.
Yeah.
Was PlayStation 2?
Yeah, it was PS2. Yeah.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, it was. PS2 was such a crazy shift. Like the like I know that like there's always a big difference between every console generation. Well, less so now, just because we're not at our peak, but you know we have moved things along so much. But like the difference between PS1 and PS2 is insane. Like, in the span of a year, gaming just evolved in such a ridiculous way. Yep, it's moved again. Look, my mouse is on the screen again.
No,
It's moved.
get out of here! I feel, and that's kind of where, I'm in no way, shape, or form gonna shit on the PlayStation 2, because I know that it's purely because I didn't play it. I know that the PlayStation 2 was so many people's favorite console actually. Like that was like the peak of it. Which actually, funny enough, I wonder if it was due to the GTA thing. I wonder how many people that got into gaming.
Yeah, a
to
lot of
certain
people, I
extent.
imagine, yeah.
I'm sure.
I mean, it
did,
wasn't
but-
just that. I mean, like, a lot of people were into gaming on PS1 as well because of various things like Mortal Kombat and Tekken and racing games.
Was Metal Gear was on there too. I
Metal
think,
Gear
wasn't
was, well, yep, Metal Gear 1 was on PS1. Metal Gear 2 was PS2.
it? There you go. Okay.
But yeah.
I played the first Metal Gear on PlayStation 1,
Yeah.
which was definitely an experience. I wasn't. I don't think it was necessarily for me, but it was still good though. Like you can see where it, what it was doing.
Yeah, for sure.
And, respect.
I get
respect
that.
for that.
Yeah, it's the same for me. Like, I respect stealth games. I am the absolute worst at them.
That's fair. God, my science teacher back in high school, he knew that I played all the retro games and yada yada, and he's like, I have like a whole fucking collection of PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 games that you can just like have for free, and I was like, oh man, like thank you so much, but I felt kind of like guilty about it. I was like, well, there's probably gonna be a time when you wish you didn't give all of these away. So I was like, you know what? I'll borrow. That's where because I borrowed Metal Gear off of him as well.
Yeah.
So that's where I got that one. And I was like, you know what? I'll borrow a few of them, whatever. But like, and again, like I'm kind of happy that I did this. I think like it would have been nice to have a whole fucking whackload of them. But I'm like, I can't just do this. Like you're gonna want these at some point. You're gonna be like, oh, I gave them to this fucking student that I used to teach, and it was very nice of him to offer. But I was like, you know what? No, you should just keep these.
Yeah.
As cool as it would have been, but yeah, like it's too. I don't know. Like I kind of feel that way about some stuff because my aunt had like a huge collection of Barbies and stuff, and she kept them like mint in box or whatever. She was really into that stuff. And then my sisters, she was like, you guys can have them or whatever. And then I saw like the life cycle of that, and like my sister played with them for a bit, but then again they grew up and like never really again. And I'm like, well, I guess it kind of just depends. I mean, if it's your thing that you're giving to somebody, like obviously, it is up to you ultimately to decide whether you want it or not. But still, though, I think probably in the long run it would have been better just staying with my aunt because she liked having her collection and stuff, and I just think maybe she would have appreciated it now too. Like instead of them just, ending up at like not in box, like at our house, not really doing anything. So I don't know. It's always trippy, but at the end of the day, I mean, stuff is just stuff, right? And if you want to share it around,
I mean, my mentality has always been on the provision, of course, I have the space for it. If I have a kid one day, like eventually they're gonna say, "Oh, I don't want this thing anymore that I used to love." And if I have the space, I will keep it somewhere instead of throwing it away, because there is gonna be a day 5-10 years later when I'm like, oh man, I wish I didn't get rid of that stuff. Like, guess what, I got it here. Like that, because that's everyone does that. Like, certainly in your teens, where you're just like, oh no, I hate this thing. I've absolutely
not gonna need this
it.
anymore.
Like this is for babies. I'm an adult now, and it's like, you're wrong.
It's like you're gonna like it more. No, my parents were good with that stuff. They keep everything squirreled away, which is great, obviously.
Yeah.
But obviously, if you have the space, right? Some people don't have the space, so you
course.
can't really do this, whatever. But it is I mean, like walking down memory lane is great. I mean, I still have like again, like all of like the PlayStation, all the old consoles and stuff. Like I still have. I don't really play on them anymore, but I know there will be a moment when you're gonna want to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like if you have the space, like I mean, when me and my girlfriend ever have our own spot, like just like displaying them and stuff and having them, because it's cool, right? It's a little bit of history there at a certain point. I mean, they're not making PlayStation 1s anymore, so there you go. But no, it's cool, and I think hanging on to stuff I think is, certain things is nice, and you appreciate it eventually. I agree.
Yeah. So
look, you go.
This is a thing.
You have to move faster. Avoid getting
You gotta speed up, dude.
and evade a disaster.
I am. I'm working real hard to avoid avalanche.
The Grinch has some fancy new
But
tricks.
yeah, this game is
it's
alright.
Like jumping and
it's,
flipping
it's
and
what you
twisting
expect.
about.
Yeah, like it's fine. It's been interesting to play. I prefer the PS1 game, I'll be honest, but
That's fair.
But I am partial to the PS1 game. It's nostalgic because I played it as a kid, and also it's nostalgic because that was when we started this whole thing. So
That's true, eh? Was that the very first game?
it wasn't. It was the very first season.
Okay. Yeah.
It
Get in my
was.
car.
I mean, it might have been one of the first things we did record, but it was uploaded as one of the final parts of that year. But it might have been
Gotcha.
the first one we did. I don't remember because I know we did a bunch of Flash games and stuff that year.
Yeah.
And also, you had some on your channel at the time. Do you remember
I
that?
did,
when
yeah.
when you had a channel, good times.
Oh, I do remember that. Yeah. It just you know, some things just peter out. You know,
Yeah.
some things just don't happen. But yeah, I do remember though, when we did a Christmas tree or something. We did. I think I actually, weirdly enough, I think I still have those though. They're just privated up there.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
They still exist.
Yeah, you still have them.
Yeah.
You did let me download them so I could include them as part of
Oh, perfect. So
like-
you go ahead.
a compilation video a while back.
I mean,
So
let me see what my.
always good. But hey, I beat World 1. There we go.
Hey, let's go.
That was that, I guess.
Go.
It was
Go.
it was alright. The feast. We can't do the feast. We need certain gadgets.
Oh.
Here
What
are all
the
the
heck?
worlds. There's the feast. There's Whoville. There's it's
You gotta do the
interesting.
feast.
There are puzzles to complete. No, I want to just go. I want to see if I can do the feast.
The feast.
I'll have a look at the feast. I think this is supposed to be like the end. But it's an interesting game. Is it amazing? No. Is it alright? Yeah, it's alright. I think it's probably the kind of game that's like £30+ and I wouldn't spend that. Not even close.
Damn.
But free on Game Pass, I'll give it a whirl.
In underground,
There you go.
there's food to be found.
But yeah,
Collect up the morsels.
there we go.
all
It ends with the
scattered
Grinch
around.
Love it.
dying. Thanks for watching. But yeah, no, this is fun to do something different. Next time, back to Madvent because
Woohoo!
well, the others will probably work. So yay!